and TV Uganda, enlightenment on your hands always.
Professor George Mukirwa Wajakoya, the former Kenyan presidential candidate, has termed President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni his role model in leadership due to the good policies, leadership in Uganda, and President Museveni's vision for East African countries. Wajakoya ranked President Museveni his best president that every African president should adopt. He made a revelation that his manifesto to contest in Kenya is not too different from what he sees in Uganda that he thinks should also be in Kenya, especially policies and developmental programs. Wajakoya was addressing journalists during the annual sports tournament between Uganda and Kenya, dubbed as Bananda Cross-Border Sports and Cultural Festival, held in Lumino Town Council in Busia District.
Apia namshukuru Rais Museveni. I think Museveni, in my opinion, is the best president that I've ever admired. And I've been following his policies from childhood. And whatever I'm doing in Kenya, kile ambacho nafanya Kenya, mimi nafuata Museveni. Najua kuna wapinzani wengi sana watasema na wewe mtu namna gani. But with Museveni akiwa pale mbele, yeye ndiye alituamsha. Yeye ndiye alichemsha sisi kujua maana ya demokrasia. Because kulikuwa na perennial dictatorship, kuenda kwa tribal heritage. Lakini Museveni alitoa hivyo. Ndio ukiona hata mimi nikipigana Kenya, napigana juu ya Yoweri Kaguta Museveni na policies zake ziko katika chama changu cha Roots Party. Ningelifungua mpaka bila boda. Na hiyo ndio policy ya chama changu cha Roots Party. Nataka watu watembee kama European Union. Mambo ya vipande, na mimi nashukuru sana wale marais katika nchi za Afrika ambao wametoa hizo visas na nini. Manake sasa Mkenya amezaliwa Kenya, ndugu yake yako Uganda, wakoloni walikata mpaka. Ati ukitaka kwenda kuona mwenzako ama kukula raha na ndugu yako wapande yule, lazima utoe visa kwa mtu mwingine. Hii ni mambo gani hii? Wewe ukitaka kuchapa watoto pande na pande, chapa, manake sisi wote ni Waafrika. Kwa hivyo mambo sijui at trade, at customs, sijui nini. Hiyo ni mambo ya kutoka Europe huku pia watulipie ushuru. Na sasa kama ningepanda bangi, nihalalishe bangi Kenya na Uganda wajahalalisha, na bangi sio ile ya kuvuta for economic and medicinal purposes. Tunafungua mpaka na tunafungua biashara na tunaendelea. Africa is very rich. Look at this soil here, Busia. Look at the tropical climate that we have. We can produce enough. We don't need now to buy maize from Kenya. We can produce the same.
Leaders from the two districts of Busia County in Kenya and Busia, Uganda, have asked the government of the two countries to expedite the processes of opening the two border points of Buteba and Muluanda to reduce the traffic jam caused by trucks at the border entrances of Busia one-stop border post and Malaba border.
Lile lenye naweza ongea kwa swali ya boda ya Muluanda, ukweli Kenya, former president, the late president Mwai Kibaki ameshia gazette akaweka even the foundation stone. Ugandan side sisi ndiyo tumekuwa mwendo wa kinyonge, tumetembea polepole, tumechelewesha hiyo kasi kwenda mbele.
We Kenyan government through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has written several letters, and I have copies of some of the letters, and I shared with the Honorable Pepeta, asking the surveyors from Uganda to come and meet the surveyors in Kenya so they can draw the particular line, border line, so that the border point is built both in Uganda and both in Kenya. So we still make that plea that the two governments should hasten to complete this process so that we can ease movement between Kenya and Uganda.
Even the president of Uganda believes in the East African Federation as an elder statesman now. These efforts that we are doing here contributes towards that. It shows we are one people, we speak the same language, we have the same tradition. We should not have barriers between us. So what we are doing here is contributing towards building the East African Federation. And I even got encouraged when I heard the president saying, why do you stop movement of food? If it is maize, if it is rice from Tanzania, from Kenya, why do you want to stop it? And then you go and import things from other countries and you want to stop East African trade. We want that dream of free movement of goods and free movement of people to continue. Because if you look at lifestyle here in Uganda and in Kenya, what is the difference between our lifestyle? We are the same. So we should encourage that trade. If maize can be farmed here in Uganda, and why should Kenyans starve and maize can go there because you are stopping? Or rice from Tanzania coming into Uganda, or vice versa, matoke from here going into Kenya, or milk or eggs, the way they have talked about it. So long as they are from here, we encourage them. And me as the governor of Busia here, I'm going to encourage that. I'm going to speak to all those concerns to understand that we need trade to promote and fight poverty. And that's what we are going to do.